we are finally back for another episode working on the ute. It's been a few weeks, I know it sucks, but we've been waiting for parts and we've finally got some of the parts back to put back together. While we're waiting for the parts to come in, we did do a little bit of work on the Arb air compressor, getting that fitted, so I'll put that in the video so you guys can see that. But today, the main focus will be us putting in the front diff center. So once I show you that, we'll go put the diff center in, so let's go. Okay, so the first bit of gear we'll be installing today is the Arb air compressor. Now this is awesome because I'm going to be able to run up my lockers off of this, obviously, but also I'll be able to inflate my tyres off of this as well, which will be super handy when we're out wheeling. So let's go find somewhere to put this in the car. Okay, we got Bronson actually following the instructions. Look at him. Hell yeah.
Actually reading.
Okay, so Arb really don't miss you with all the gear they've got. Like, look at that tyre inflation kit. That looks pretty flash. And all the wiring here, we've got to work out where it goes to for the compressor. But we're going to build a little false wall sort of thing here and mount it inside the cab, which is what Bronson's doing right now. He's doing a little bit of cutting. But yeah, we've got to find the place for all these things to have a home inside the car, because we think that's probably going to be the safest place for it, is inside the cab. Okay, so these are the holes, these four here. Line up with these. They got little nutserts for you, which makes it nice and easy. And then we're just going to secure it to the timber with these little bolts. We're literally just winding all these little bolts into these holes. Okay, that looks awesome. And now we're going to go mount it inside the actual car. It's a bit awkward because my car's currently on jack stands. And on the hood. This is the helmet angle we're working on right now, because there's no room. One, it's a single cab, and two, we can't even open the door fully because it's on the hoist right now, with no diff centers and no wheels. Mid-project vibes. Okay, so that is stage one complete. We've got the compressor in, we've got the manifold in, and we've got all the hose fittings in there ready to go. Now that you guys can see how we mounted that air compressor, it's straight into putting the front diff center in. So much fun, but we're gonna go do that now. Alrighty, when I was pulling my diff out, I was a bit disorganized, and so all my bolts are just like this. So let me show you. So yeah, these are all my bolts from pulling the centers out. So now I've got to go through them and try and find the right bolts for the right thing. So yeah, that was a super smart idea on my behalf, not. Okay, we're being very prepared today. We've got all the little nuts and washers for the housing, for the center to bolt back to the housing. And now we're just going to get the rattle gun set up with the correct size socket on it. And then we can just crawl under there and not have to crawl back out until the center's in, because, yeah. Got my weapons of choice and I'm going in. I'm not very keen because, oh, where's my bolts? I forgot my bolts. Yeah, because I'm going to be able to lift this center very easily. And everyone in my TikTok comments told me apparently it's really hard to get them back in. So that's fine. Oh yeah, there's lots of oil in here. A specific way of going in, don't we? Is this the right way? Okay, now we're just gonna try and get him in. Can I have like a hammer or something? Actually impressed myself. I managed to lift this up on my own, which is pretty impressive. Now, just tapping this little guy in, which I think I've gotten it most of the way in.
Now tap in on the pin.
My philosophy is that right now it's equal. There's an equal gap the whole way around that it's not going in. So I'm going to thread all the bolts on while there's enough thread to reach. And then I'm going to gently do each one up in a star pattern in hopes it'll equally pull the diff on without ruining the gasket. So we'll see if this works. We're now just bolting the tail shaft up so then I can get out from under here because it's so oily and hot. It's disgusting. Okay, so we've got the center in and we've got the front drive shaft hooked back up. That's probably the hardest part of today's job. So now we're just going to move on to bolting the whole front end back together. As you can see, I'm already filthy because there's so much oil in this car. And before we pulled it apart, I noticed that my front passenger side axle seal is leaking a lot. So today, before we bolt it back together, we're going to just replace the inner axle seal. And then everything else should be right to go back together, which I'm super keen to get it all done. But yeah, as you can see, look how filthy this is. So we're going to clean that guy and change the axle seal. That is one little guy deleted, ready for a new one. Okay, we have the freshie here. I'm going to tap this little guy in. After getting the inner axle seal back in, I'm just here packing some more grease back into the knuckle, and then it will be ready for the axles to be slid back in and all bolted back together. Disgusting. Let's go put some back in the seat as well.
Spectator.
When I pulled it apart, I thought it was a great idea to leave the CV and axle all attached. In hindsight, that was not very smart because it made it so much harder to get it back into place.
More than a pretty face. Yep. It's got an annoying face too. Uh-oh.
Really press that. What are you doing? I'm helping you. Alrighty, so that is one side of the diff reassembled. So let's go to the other side. Super exciting. As you can see, we have the front diff sensor all bolted back in. Everything's back together on the front end, which is great. But you're probably wondering, guys, why haven't you done the rear center? So there's been a bit of an issue with getting the locker fitted to the rear center. We took it into the local guys, and unfortunately the way the bearings were with the housing, they weren't lining up properly with the locker fitted. So we're now taking it down to geared up drive lines, and he's going to work his magic with it this week. So hopefully by the end of the week we will have it back and we can fit the rear center back in and bolt everything back together, and we'll finally be able to show you guys the whole locker system, and also we'll be showing you guys the new rim and tyre combo that we've gone with. So stay tuned for the following 2 episodes where we show you those things, but until next time, we'll see you later.